If you make your egusi soup like this, trust me, you're not going back to your old style. Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make egusi soup. And if you love lumpy and chunky egusi soup without frying, please keep watching. Let me show you how to achieve that. To start, I'll add goat meat to a pot, cow tripe, some chopped onion, roughly blended scotch bonnet peppers. I'll sprinkle some salt to taste. Then I added 2 Knorr seasoning cubes. Stir this well to incorporate. Cover and let it steam for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'll go ahead and add the cow skin. The one I'm using is a bit soft and that's why I'm adding it now. I'll mix everything together, cover and continue cooking. Next, I'll go ahead to prep the rest of the ingredients. Here I have some stock fish fillets and the head. I'll add hot water and allow this to soak for some time before washing it. After that, I'll go ahead to soak the dried fish in hot water too. This helps it to soften up and make it easier to wash. Then I'll set that aside. The protein has been cooking for about 15 minutes now. I'll add extra water and cook until soft. Here is some peppers and onions for our pepper mix. So I'll go ahead to blend it. You can choose to add bell peppers and some tomatoes too, but I'll use what is readily available in my kitchen. Nicely blended, I'll set it aside. Next, we are going to work on our ground egusi. If you don't know, egusi is called melon seed. It's a very popular Nigerian soup and so can be found in every local and international market. I'll add the egusi into a bowl, then some blended onions. After that, I went in with some meat stock. Please be moderate with that. And the meat stock should be hot because we actually need a hot liquid to do this. The meat stock and the blended onions helps to bind the egusi together. I'll transfer this mixture into a mortar and continue mixing with a pestle until you start to see the oil. This indicates that it is ready. Please note that if you don't squeeze out the oil in the egusi can easily dissolve once you add it back in the pot of soup. And our goal is to make a lumpy egusi without frying. So this stage is very crucial in making egusi soup, especially if you don't want to fry your egusi. Once it is ready, I'll scoop it out and set that aside. The next step is to prepare the pepper mix. First, in your pot or pan, add your palm oil. Then some nicely chopped onions. Fry these for a few seconds and then go in with your already blended pepper mix. Sprinkle a little salt, 1 Knorr seasoning cube, and give this a good mix. Add your dissolved Okpei and fry for a few minutes. After that, go in with your meat stock, stir well to combine, cover and bring to a boil. While we are waiting for our soup to boil, I'll go ahead and wash the dried fish we soaked earlier on. First, I'll drain the hot water and then debone the fish. Some people prefer to take the skin off because it can feel a bit sandy if not washed properly. But for me, I really love the skin, so I would rather wash very well to remove every sand particles. At this point, it's time to add the egusi paste. Add the egusi paste in little chunks like this, just the same way you do when making your akara. If you love party style egusi soup, this is the best method to achieve that. Egusi soup is one Nigerian soup that has so many different ways to make it. And I have tried the different methods of making egusi soup over the years, and this is my absolute best. After adding the egusi, cover and cook for about 15 minutes on a low medium heat. The next step is to prep the vegetables. I will be using a very fresh fruited pumpkin leaf for this recipe. This is popularly known as ugu. I also added a sprinkle of Uziza leaves too. So I'm just going to wash this. If you don't like fruited pumpkin leaves, you can definitely replace that with your favorite leafy vegetable like bitter leaf or oha leaf. The choice is yours to make. I like to wash my leaf thoroughly to get rid of all the dirt in the leaf, and it's currently rainy season here in Nigeria, so the leaves has a lot of sands too. After that, I'll cut it into a really small pieces until I'm done. The egusi has been cooking for some time now. I'll mix and break apart the lumps of egusi. Next, I'll add the neatly washed smoked fish, then the stockfish fillets and the stockfish head. Enough ground crayfish. I'll mix this well to incorporate. Next, I'm going to add the cooked goat meat as well, and then give the soup a really good mix. The soup is almost ready. At this point, I would like to taste and then adjust the seasoning if needed. Mine was perfect, so I'm going to continue cooking. Egusi soup soaks up water very easily, and this is already too thick, so I have to loosen up with a cup of water. After adding the water, I'll stir it again, cover and allow it to cook. At this point, our soup is 95% ready, so it's time to add the vegetables. I'm using Uziza leaves and fruited pumpkin leaves. This is the Uziza leaves neatly washed and nicely chopped as well. So I'll add it and give it a gentle mix. Cover and allow to cook for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, the Uziza leaves must have released its beautiful flavors into the soup, so I'll add the last vegetable, which is the fruited pumpkin leaf, that is ugu. This is a very soft vegetable and it doesn't take time to cook, so I'll mix really well to combine, cover and cook for 30 seconds, and our soup is ready. If you never tried the combination of Uziza leaves and fruited pumpkin leaves in your egusi soup, I'll suggest you give it a trial. I'm 100% sure that you'll love it. A perfect combination. Please note that all the ingredients used in preparing this egusi soup will be listed in the description box below. Please make sure to check that out. After about 30 seconds, the egusi soup is ready and it looks delicious. I'm going to pair this with pounded yam, which I think is the best pair for egusi soup. Thanks for watching my egusi soup recipe, and I'll see you in my next one.